Hello everyone, how are we doing? This video is about suicide and I'm raising money for Calm by walking around the Isle of Wight. No, I'm not walking around the Isle of Wight, I'm walking around the Isle of Man. It's 100 miles around, and me and my mate Milo, we're going to embark on this challenge at the end of March. And suicide's been on my mind, not in that way. From that sticker I saw, and I posted that on Instagram and YouTube, when I was walking around London the other day, a little nice morning walk, and it was that one male every minute dies from suicide. That's a global statistic. I've posted in below how many it is for what the stats are for the UK and the US. But what I wanted to do in this was read a journal entry that I wrote last night about my experience of suicide. And so I will just jump in and read it. I have been suicidal. I've had many suicidal thoughts throughout my life, but one occasion stands out in particular. I was 16 and had study leave for my GCSEs. So your GCSEs are some exams you take in the UK when you're 16. And so you go into school to take them, but the 2-week period the exams are, you don't have to stay in school, you can just come home and sort of study. So I had study leave for my GCSEs and was home alone. I'd suffered loads with my Crohn's that day. I felt so low. I was 16 and weighed 5 stone. 5 stone, what's that? In 40 kilograms? Something like that. Okay, Google. What's 5 stone in kilograms?
5 stone is 31.751 kilograms.
Okay, Google. What's 5 stone in pounds?
5 stone is 70 pounds.
70 pounds. So I was 16 and I weighed 70 pounds, or about 30 kilograms, 5 stone. I felt embarrassed and ashamed of how skinny I was and what Crohn's had done to my body. I was usually able to hide or suppress how bad I felt, but for some reason, alone in the bedroom I shared with my brother, everything came to the surface. I sobbed uncontrollably. I grabbed my school tie and I wrapped it around my neck. It was almost like I was on autopilot. I just needed the pain and the shame to go. Sorry, my writing is awful. Even if it was just for a second, at that moment it was unbearable. So I pulled as hard as I could on the tie wrapped around my neck. More tears filled my eyes as I gagged. I pulled tighter. The tie was really digging into my neck. One powerful gag forced me to let go. I survived that day more through luck than any wise or prescient judgment on my part. It wasn't a cry for help. I didn't speak of it until 2 years ago when it formed part of a blog I wrote. So I wrote a blog in 2020 about just shit, and I mentioned this suicide issue. I don't know if it was even an attempt. At 34, happy and content, you might think it'd be hard to get inside the brain of that scared 16-year-old that I was, but it isn't. I remember my school papers on the desk. Me and my brother had painted blue. Yeah, we painted the desk blue with like normal like paint for the wall. We painted this wooden desk and it all fucking peeled off. I remember the smooth nylon feel of the yellow, white and maroon tie. I remember feeling like I just wanted a moment. Just one moment where I didn't have to be me. I didn't have to carry the burden that I was. I could let it go just for a moment, then I'd be back to being me. Part of me really believed that could happen, that killing myself would bring me a moment of peace, then I could come back. Luckily, another part of me knew better. And I'm here today and smiling, and oh so grateful for the life I'm blessed with. Suicide is never the answer, but I fully understand its appeal. I hope I can raise some money so Calm can help people who are struggling. Wouldn't that be good? Please donate. See you later.